All right, the first Tuesday night show for the month of May. Welcome, everybody, to Spinnin and Grinnin, coming to you from the Desperate Measures Pullin Team studio, live on Facebook. First time show live on Facebook. I'm trying it out, trying the new stuff out, so hopefully this goes all good. Had a good, but a little bit of a rough weekend. We'll get into that, but first off tonight, how y'all doing tonight? Hopefully everybody's good. Hopefully everybody had a good weekend. There was a lot of pulling going on. There was stuff up in Troy, PA. There was stuff down in Berryville, Virginia. We had Fishersville, Virginia, where we were at. There was even the Sullivan Pull. Sadly, they got rained out there down in Kentucky. It kind of stinks, but, I mean, these things happen. I see my stream is blinking, and I don't know why. That's upsetting because of all the money and stuff I put into this, so if this keeps up, I think Comcast is going to get a call. But anyhow, first let me start off by the weekend. Actually, you know what? It might be because I'm pulling all sorts of crap here. I'm looking at my phone. I'm looking at this over here, doing this, doing that. So I'm a little bit everywhere, as always. I haven't seen it pop up in the phone yet, so I'm a little nervous now. Give me a second here. Sorry to ignore everybody. I'm trying to get everything working, and I'm not so sure why it's not working. Let me see. Technology, you gotta love it. I'm pretty basic. Hey, it popped up. So hopefully this is going good. It's like I said again, it's blinking. I don't know why. It's probably because my wife's in there doing something and sucking some of the service up. So either that or, like I said, we're gonna give Comcast a call and find out what is going on here, because this should not be doing it with the level of internet that I have here. Anyhow. Hopefully it's going through good. Hopefully it's not being all stupid. So, yeah, and everybody gets to hear me. But anyhow, well, before I get into my my weekend, a buddy of mine out there in Michigan that does some fabrication work sent me a little gift, which is kind of nice. I decided to put it on tonight for the show. And there it is. Pedal to metal right there, folks. That's the what I call the hitch guy. He makes those fancy Reese style hitches. I mean, they're real nice. I'm still yet to get one in my hand. I've heard good stuff about them. I mean, I've seen them where I've seen them, and I've actually seen them on a truck before, so that's good news. He is selling them, but it's a heavy duty hitch, full adjustable. I mean, if you're running a gas truck that requires a Reese style hitch, or if you have a 2.5, 2.6 truck, stock diesel, whatever classes you may have out there for your diesel or your gas. I mean, check him out. It's pedal with the number 2 metal. The back of the shirt, I'm not going to flip around for you. You don't want to see that side of things. But back of the shirt says modified because stock sucks, and that's really cool to have on the shirt. Not saying I look good. I don't think I look good in anything, but the color red, I don't know if it looks good on me or not, but hey, that's what came in the mail, and then we're going to go with it. So, anyhow, get a hold of Andy over there at Pedal to Metal if you need a hitch. I mean, like I said, he does some other stuff. I don't know his full capabilities in his shop. I've never been there. Michigan's a little longer than a 15-minute drive up the road, so haven't got there yet. But anyhow, let me get this thing out of my face. And stream thing is bothering me. Boy, am I angry with that. But anyhow, my weekend. All right. Spinnin and Grinnin's weekend was nothing but fun. Friday night we shot down to Fishersville, Virginia for the East Coast Pullers Pull down there, the first points pull for East Coast, part of the Lucas Oil Regional Series. And it was awesome. I mean, first night I went down there, I was trying to look at the track in the dark, and they have a June bug problem down there about 9 o'clock. I mean, these things came out of the woodwork. I mean, I thought they were going to pick me up and carry me away. I mean, they got some big June bugs. But anyhow, that was my Friday night. And then Saturday morning, we got woke up. We stayed in the trailer. We got woke up about 8:30, 9. Well, no, I think it was more 8 o'clock. We'll call it that. 8 o'clock in the morning, we got woken up by the sound of tractors and equipment moving around. So I'm like, yeah, let's get out there. Let's check this out. So I get up, do my thing, get ready, start, rinsing face off, whatever. I see stuff going down on track, and I'm like, ooh, they're already working. I mean, they were tilling stuff up. Track crew was awesome. I mean, the guys from Cam Motorsports, let me get them up here for you. There we go. The whole group, I mean, phenomenal. They do phenomenal work down there. The guys are cool as anything. Help you out, talk to you. I mean, welcoming. What an event. I mean, they put on a heck of an event down there. It was my first time at Fishersville, and it was nothing but great. I mean, absolutely great. So I don't know how else to put it. It's just that's how it was. But let's see. Let's get something else up there for you. A little East Coast stuff going on. Like I said, I'm horrible at this thing yet so far, so bear with me in these little pause zones. But anyhow, there's East Coast Pullers LLC. I mean, look them up. They're Facebook. They also have their webpage, gives you all their events, the addresses to most places that are easy to find. I mean, you could just punch them in your GPS and roll with it. What else do they got on there? I mean, everything. I mean, your rundown of your which events, placements, points, pictures, photos. I don't know if there's videos on there. One of them, either Facebook or one of them has all the videos and stuff. But check both of them out. I mean, they got some really cool stuff. I mean, it's great entertainment. It's wonderful. I mean, they got some good equipment. I mean, great people. I mean, the Moors that and their whole entire group that put on the East Coast Pullers. I mean, fantastic job. I mean, they don't miss a beat every single time they're out there to get stuff going. They actually had to yell at me because I was too busy doing the radio stuff. Hey, look, my stream went red. Anyway, that means good. But anyhow, they actually had to yell at me to get down in my truck, and now it went yellow. Yeah, I'm going to interrupt you guys every single time, and I'm going to feel really like an idiot by the time I replay this show. But anyhow, going back to what I was talking about, I sidetracked myself. Is that horrible or what? But anyway, I had to weigh the truck in, completely forgot doing the radio stuff. I was just rocking and rolling and doing my own thing, and then all of a sudden they're yelling at me, "Hey, get your truck." I'm like, oh, crap, yeah, my class is coming up. So that was my little boo-boo there. So anyhow, standing next to me down there was the Mr. Jerry Richardson of Eastern Extreme Pulling. He does a lot of the video, a lot of the pictures, actually all the video and the pictures, except for me now. Now I'm cutting into his profits, I guess. But no, we work together pretty good. He was down there, so I mean, the stream is still up, but if you want to have any kind of video in your archive of Fishersville or any of the East Coast events of this season, or even other, I mean, he's got the, can't think of it. Keystone Nationals, he's got those. He's got stuff from back in the day of NTPA running at the Buck. I actually have some of his videos. I've said this before for anybody who listens to me. He's got stuff. I got stuff from 1974. I mean, 74, 94. He's got the history of stuff in his archive that he could burn onto a disc and send to you lickety-split, and you can get it thrown in your archives. It is good stuff really good stuff to watch. So if you get a chance, check out Eastern Extreme Pulling website. I mean, I kind of goes without saying anymore. Website's about on everything except for me. I don't have one yet, but I'm working on that. So soon there'll be a website for that too. So everything's website. So check out Eastern Extreme Pulling, Facebook, and also the website. Check him out for any kind of videos and stuff you may need. Like I said, it may not be the stuff. You may not be looking for something that happened yesterday, but he's got stuff from yesterday and also from years past. So check him out. I mean, he's got some good stuff. There's stuff that I still have to order. It's just when pulling season kicks in, it drains my wallet. So that's where we stand with that. Anyhow, that was the good part of the weekend. Now, after we got done packing all of our stuff up, got the truck packed up and everything, we're rolling home. Clean shot home. Traffic was beautiful. Nothing going on. Went up 81. Boom, smooth as could be. 66, the whole way up 495. One exit away from getting off on the what I call my goat paths of coming home. One exit off 95, all of a sudden, boom, I get shoved forward in the seat. Wife gets shoved forward, and a bag that was in the back of my seat with my radio stuff in it, luckily nothing got hurt, just about came over the center console to the front seat with us. Wife's like, "What is that?" And I'm like, "I know exactly what that is." Well, Muhammad El Jilly, that's what it says on paper. If I pronounced it wrong, I'll say it. I really don't care. Anyhow, he decides to rail me right up the rear on the back of the trailer as I was doing 65 mile an hour on I-95. So, yeah, the trailer's a little bit screwed up. The truck looks okay. It's got some scratches on the back of it, but nothing. It doesn't look like anything majorly wrong. Snapped actually one of the straps, the front left strap that was holding down the trailer. It actually sheared that 12 inches from the hook and sent that halfway under the truck, still laying in the trailer. And my gate, I haven't yet to get the truck out of the trailer because the gate won't open fully. And I'm trying not to destroy things to get the gate open before insurance and adjusters and everything else pop along. So, that was the fun part of my weekend right there, heading up the road and having all that come into play. So I don't know what the season's going to look like yet. I don't know if I can figure something out. When it gets fixed, I'm out of a trailer. I haven't got the one trailer, so I don't know if my season's over already or if we got some options. I mean, there's a couple guys I talked to, not many, which is kind of sad. I figured, there would be more people willing to help out and try to get things rolling, but sadly enough, no, that didn't happen that way. I'm just so loved. But anyhow, I can't expect anybody to give me their equipment, so I figured I'd throw it out there, and I didn't get much. But the people who did give basically touch base with me on trailers and stuff, I do appreciate it. I'm going to see what I could do, try to figure out what trailer is going to work best, because some goosenecks I can't get on. So all those people who did respond back, and also the one group, I don't have it, I didn't write it down, and I should have. There was one group that actually shared my post off the Desperate Measures Pulling Team Facebook page and sent it out. It was a pulling group that put out there, help another puller out, and I greatly appreciate that. I mean, that speaks volumes right there, especially that group. I wish I had them written down. I'm sorry I don't. If I find it and I dig it back up, I'll try to post it. My wife probably knows, but she ain't out here. So, like I said, if that group is listening, I appreciate that. I mean, that's huge, and I really wish I could have put you guys out there tonight. Whether you wanted to be or not, I was going to do it regardless. So, but that was the weekend in a nutshell for me. So, but as for East Coast for the weekend, well, they did good. I'm gonna move stuff around here, but they had a great turnout. Some trucks were a little low. I mean, maybe guys are still working on them or didn't want to take the haul down there. Some missed the event. It is a good ride, but it's well worth getting down there. I mean, Fishersville's got a great facility. They had the little beer garden up there on the what do you call it? Top of the hillside there on the, I guess you can call it the parking lot side of the facility. So everybody always says, oh, you can't drink at an event. Well, guess what? That one you could. So if you didn't go, sorry about your luck. You missed out. You're going to have to wait till next year now. So, but you got to have the little thing. I mean, nothing got out of hand. Nobody was, belligerently drunk up there or anything of the sort. I mean, everybody had maybe 1, 2 couple. I mean, maybe somebody had 15. They can hold it, whatever. But anyhow, it was a clean event. No issues, no nothing. Track guys were great. Put down a great track. And I have to emphasize on the track, it was a little bit drier than a lot of guys like. It actually worked in my favor because I'm under horsepower type truck compared to the rest. But they had an odd way of doing it that I don't see a lot of people do. I won't say odd, but just different, where after they dissed it up, they put a rototiller on it, which I'm not sure if it was good or bad that they did that. It kind of made the smaller chunks where if the track was wetter, it could have been just because it was a little bit dry, but you figure the bigger chunks you roll it in, it takes you a little bit longer to roll it in and get a smooth track, but that bigger chunk is going to ooze itself together, kind of just mush together with one another, where the tiller made small ones and was real hard to get them to kind of bind together as little nuggets just trying to mash together. It was easier for bigger. So I don't know if that had something to do with it or not. I don't know, but it was still an awesome track. Flat, smooth track. Phone's blinking. What the heck is going on? I don't know. Messages. I should have turned that off so I knew what was going on there, but I should have hit play. That way I'd be able to see what's going on here. Yo, I got volume. That ain't good. Anyhow, going back to the track, smooth-wise, it was consistent the whole way. So whether it was dry, wet, it didn't matter. It was dry from one side to the other, starting line to finish. It was wet, just consistent all around in that track. And the reason I know this is that I had a little headset on when I was in the truck. I figured I'd say a couple words while I was in there, just something different to do. I don't know if anybody's ever done it, but guess what? I did it, so there it is. Just for fun. But anyway, when I got to the line, I always have my power steering pump on when I'm backing up to the sled. When they go to hook me up, I turn the pump off, just save battery life, because that's not hooked up to my alternating, my charging system in the truck. Well, I decided to completely not pay attention to that for some odd reason. I don't know. I've done it before, and I'm probably going to do it more than just this one weekend this year, too, because I have a habit of this. I never bothered to reach back forward and turn the switch back on. So I didn't even turn the power steering back on, which I'm full hydro. I mean, it's in order to really steer the truck, you got to have the hydraulic pump running. Well, I laid into her. I mean, I just held the steering wheel. That truck went the straightest it's ever went down any track in my life. And I never had the power steering pump on, never had to fight the wheel or turn it. It went straight down the track. Not one tire bit harder on one side to the other. It was excellent. I mean, what a what a track they put together. I mean, like I said, some guys didn't like it a little bit on the dry side, but it wasn't overly dusty or nothing. I have some videos here that I'm going to pop up for you, play a little bit. I'm going to fast forward through some of it, just so you're not going to wait. I'm going to give you little clips of it, just so if you didn't see it on the live stream or didn't get to the page, just a few things. I don't have everything recorded, so I'm sorry for the tractor guys. I just realized that every time we hit record on this new system that we have here, apparently it was all for the truck classes, diesel truck, gas truck, and semis. We did not hit record for one tractor class, and I feel like kind of crappy about that because I need tractor footage. I don't have a lot of it. So that kind of, not only is it a hit to you guys, it's a hit to myself. So if anything else, I shot myself in the foot. But we'll get some of that up here for you. I think this is... If I remember right, this should be the diesel truck class. I'll make sure. Too much stuff to look at.
1988 passed away in 1968. A famous engine for the diesel truck industry.
All right. Before we jump now. All right, first truck up is Mr. Chris Mast with the Skeeter control. Dodge with the Cummins. Same thing like 466s. Rev her up, get them turbos spinning, look for that fuel. Hey, poofy. Get a little heat in her. Go, folks. First pro stock diesel getting down the track. Cut tire, C-Pex, whatever you want to call them. There's probably different brands, of course. But cut tire class, the amount of power that these suckers are putting onto that track, it is amazing in a quote-unquote pickup truck. And we're going to see a call, maybe pretty sure. Listen. He's filed. All right, folks, next up we got Mr. Andrew Grove with the Bad Timing truck. Well-known truck, strong runner. We're going to see what he can do down the track. He's in that same area, plus or minus, I do not know, but he's up in that pile. As I said, you know, Chris with the Skeeter control had a little bounce. There is a little bit there with the Bad Timing truck, but he was able to power his way through. I mean, he didn't let up. He was going for broke. So we'll see if that's going to hold up. There is a way through. I mean, he didn't let way through. I mean, I don't know if you got just any good stuff there. Again, first event of the season, so anything can happen, but I said it is a Ford truck that I am definitely paying attention to. And next two trucks coming up after him, we got Mr. Barter and Mr. Zimmerman yet to pull. And Mr. Kervin Zimmerman's going to be on street DOT style tires. So we're going to see how they do on this harder of a track compared to the cut tire. And see if he can make something happen that maybe he knows something we don't know. Roller is off the track. Green light is flashing on the sled. Wait for Mr. Grove. He's got the go-ahead. Build that boost. Here we go. I tell you what, folks, I mean, I hope my wife was on that camera. I don't know what she's doing. She was just shaking, so I hope this is out there. I'm pretty sure he is up there in the lead. Don't put that in stone. Don't chisel it. But I tell you what, he just laid down a pass, bounced a little bit, but he didn't let up. What a phenomenal run. Norman Newswanger with the Chapter 11 Cummins Power Sport. Man, I've been talking that whole entire time and nobody can hear me. That just sucked. So let me go all through that whole entire thing again then. Play a little video for you there. See, there's my screw up already. First thing out there. So you're gonna have to listen about 5 minutes worth of nothing. So anyhow, little video of the diesel class there. I'm gonna do this overview quick since I just did it. So first screw up of my life. There you go, folks. Right here, you got the screw up. So anyway. East Coast Diesel sponsored Pro Stock Diesel 4-wheel drive class. You just watched a couple of clips from there. Mr. Norman Newswanger of Gardner's, PA, which is Chapter 11. He took the win home at 290.88 feet. Andrew Grove with the bad timing truck came in second place with 284.30. And Carl Ankowitz from Mountaintop, PA, living on the edge, Dodge Cummins, 281.70, taking home third spot. Super Stock Pro Stock Tractor. Mr. Davey Moore out of Boonesboro, Maryland. One more deer. Bring home the win at 310.19. His sister Tara came back in at 295. What? There's sound coming through. I mean, my wife's telling me there's no sound. I'm watching it has sound. So I'm just going to keep going. I'm ignoring her because it's always delayed. So she could kiss my butt at this moment. It just popped up, yeah, because there's delay. So anyway, go away. Get out of my man cave. Yeah, well, I'm not even going to argue with her. Get out of here. You're screwing up my show. I've got to put her in the basement tonight, let me tell you. Anyway, Tara Moore, second spot. Again, 295.55, I think it is. My printer kind of screwed up there. And Robert Martin, Chambersburg, PA, with that darn deer, brings home third spot, 295.34. Now, that only separates second and third. I'm not going to do the math for you, but 0.55 to 0.34. That's second and third right there. So that's a tight class there. But I tell you what, the Moores got their tractors. They're tuned in and they're running pretty good. If they keep it up, I see them doing some damage this year because I tell you, they ran strong this weekend. So, awesome job by them. Four-wheel drive or mod 4x4 gas trucks. Mr. Wayne Tapscott the second. Tasmanian Terror Tasmanian Terror 2, S10 pickup Sonny Leonard motor, takes home the win at 314.49. Jacob Kramer with the Supernatural out of Huntington, Maryland, Chevy 648 Hemi motor in it, brings home second place, 312.90 feet. And Mr. Timmy Varner out of Monterey, Virginia, with the Risky Business Chevrolet, 311.59. And I give all the props in the world to that Risky Business crew. I tell you, every year that truck keeps coming up, and he is getting stronger and stronger. I don't know if he got a new motor or not, but he is making headway, and he's another one that might be coming up and making some damage. So, anyway, moving on to 466 Hot Farm. I'm probably going to hack this guy's name. John Schwaninger III. Kick my butt if you see me again. I know the tractor. I just never met him. The Addicted International. He brings home the win at 304.38. Jeffrey King, man, I did a little interview with. Cool dude. Let me tell you, first time meeting him, he is an awesome guy. High Cotton IH 1466 brings home second place at 303.76, and Ray Norris with the well-armed John Deere 4255 brings home third place, 301.77. And last but not least, the Limited Pro Stock Semis. Only three of them came in, so you got first, second, and third. You got Jeremy Greek with Pressure Time out of Delta, PA. Peterbilt with the Cummins in it brings home the win at 289.38. Mr. Albert Brown with Back in Black. There we go. Say it right, dummy. 1985 Mac, V8 Mac at that. He brings home second place at, can't even read it, 230.59. And Mr. Hank Oster, I never know how to say his name, poor guy. He has the Geronimo 1995 Kenworth. If anybody's familiar with that truck, the red Kenworth. He broke, didn't hook. It kind of broke my heart because I like seeing that truck run. Is a very good running truck. His other truck, Scrapper, is a hell of a running truck. But he sat there, he went to fire it up, and it left a huge puddle of oil as soon as it fired up. A little bit of flames through the exhaust right there. So tough break for him. I hate to see that happen to anybody. Everybody else more or less hooked and got down the track. A couple rough rides in the 466 class, but it was still, great event, and really sorry to see that for Hank, but he's gonna come. He'll come back. He'll rebound, do something. He ain't done. But anyhow, get back to a little bit more give you a little more footage on, like I said, I'll be fast forwarding through these a little bit just so I don't waste time. I just got to watch the clock a little bit, but give you a little bit of the four-wheel drive mod class here. We did a little recording of. Pop that up. Now, right here coming up, folks, this is the old Three Bears truck that Mr. Dan Savage has recently purchased and changed it up, kind of went nostalgic with it. Still a good running truck, but you really got to check it out. It's made some changes and it's really awesome. That's the winner of the class right there, folks. That is the Tasmanian Terror 2, Mr. Wayne Tapscott II. And he laid down a very nice pass. Right, he let out of it. I think he had a little more to go, but let me fast forward a little bit, and I want to show you guys the difference between 650 cubic inch Sonny Leonard and Steve Schmidt and yada yada, all their stuff. Let me show you my turret that I pull with. This is the difference between 650 big block and 383 small block. All or nothing, folks. Green flag, I guess. Well, that was fun. Yeah, buddy. Yeah, and that's my dumb self in there. I decided to carry the headset with me just for fun, just for some laughs. You can't. It's hard to talk through the actual pull, but you know, you only get a couple seconds to talk. But there's your laugh for the day, folks. That's the difference between a pretty budget small block and a $60,000 to $80,000 big block. So, not too shabby, but I won't bore you with this. I tried to turn around. My truck will not steer, so we'll just get rid of that for you, and we'll bring it back to this. Yes, it's horrible. We're face for radio. We know. Don't remind me. Anyhow, but what an event. I got some semi-action in there. Like I said, only 3 semis showed up. Not sure why, but, I mean, it's still good. And the worst part is only 2 got the hook because of Hank's troubles that he had just firing the truck up. So kind of a shame to see that, but it's the world of pulling. I mean, these things happen. There's nothing you can do about it. I'm glad that mine, as I guess small as it is compared to these guys, it held up. So I get I guess I'm living the fight another day if I can get this trailer thing sorted out. But anyhow, enough about my junk. Like I said, Fishersville, Virginia, excellent place. If you ever get a chance to go, I mean, there's a little bit of footage for you. Check the place out. It is a blast. I mean, it's a nice area. It's right off the main highway. I mean, there's no goat path to get into it. I think there's 2 turns off the main highway, and you're there. There's nothing to it. Like I said, the place is great. I didn't try any of the food. I never got a chance. Wife and I both, we never got to eat. We never had the time to eat. So it was just one of those things. So busy doing the streaming. She actually was the one to man the controls of the computer and the camera, and I'm running around with that headset just being an idiot just because, well, I'm an idiot. So, it was a blast, though. Like I said, the East Coast Pullers, they put on an excellent event. Cam Motorsports did a wonderful job. I mean, just everybody together just works. Every East Coast event I go to, and the reason I pull with them with my small block that you just saw is the fact that there's no drama, there's no BS. I mean, it's you have the safety equipment, you can pull. I mean, get your truck set up. I mean, mine's not really set up, but they allow me to pull, which is awesome. I mean, I thank them time and time again for that. It's just a great group of guys, whether it's tractors, trucks, it does not matter. Anything that hooks to the sled, everybody is so cool in that group. It's hard not to pull with them. And I know where I end up, but what an awesome group. I mean, it's part of the PPL, the Pro Pulling League Series, and that's huge for me just being a part of that. I mean, it's just wonderful. It's one of them, I don't know if you want to call it a bucket list thing, but it's just a all-around wonderful event. Everybody is great. I could say it till I'm blue in the face and probably sound like a broken record at this point, but it's wonderful doing it. I mean, to kick this one off, everything went good except for the ride home, but hey, that's not part of the pull. That was something different. So, pull-wise, I mean, it was awesome. Absolutely awesome. And I'll click up here, get the semis going. Actually, could have wasted a little more time. Come on, there you go. Come on, computer. Throw these up there for you. And like I said, there's only 2 to hook. You got the Back in Black Mac and the Pressure Time Peterbilt. And we'll let them play right through for you. I won't do any fast forward and ruin the footage. And check out some semi-pulling and enjoy.
It's called pressure time. Watch this thing go. I've done it plenty.
And there it is, folks. That was the winner there, Mr. Brian Greek of Delta, PA. He took the home to... I can't even talk now. I start watching the videos and I get all stupid. But yeah, he took the win home. Excellent running truck. I mean, he's a stiff competitor right there. But again, I apologize to the anybody who's got tractors, even the pro stock and the super stock. I don't know why we don't have that footage. I know the 466 class, the wife didn't know about the little record button down there, so it kind of screwed things up a little bit, and so we missed the 466. But since the pro stock diesel pickup, or 4x4 class, we got that one. So I don't understand. I'm going to have to dig at her a little bit and find out exactly why we don't have pro stock, super stock class, but yet we have the other ones. I don't know. I'm starting to think she's one-sided here with this truck thing. And even though I'm a truck owner, I like them all. So we're going to have to figure out where the problem lied on that. But anyhow, like I said, East Coast Pullers, Cam Motorsports putting this event on. Excellent event. I mean, it's just... It was wonderful, fantastic. Like I said, if you haven't gone there, go. We got more coming up through the season. There's not Fishersville again. I mean, you lost that one this year. You're going to have to wait. But there's a couple more that are... places that we go to, a couple of places we go to more than once. Actually, I'm not sure if there's even a couple. I think the Buck is one that we run kind of, if you want to call it a series at, but it's just a couple events that we do, particularly my class, the four-wheel drive class. Most of the classes do run at the Buck. Other places like down, if they have Pocomoke this year, I haven't learned the whole schedule yet, but if they do Pocomoke, like we don't go down there with the trucks, they have the other classes down there, or down in Tuckahoe, down near Easton, Maryland. They don't have the truck class down there either. So it's different in some places. It's nothing bad. I mean, I'm not saying in any way, shape, or form bad, but it's just that's how it works. That's how it goes. Check them out on Facebook. Check them out online, East Coast Pullers LLC, and that will give you the whole entire schedule and all the classes, addresses. Like I said before, check them out. You want to see these shows. I mean, definitely come out, meet the guys, talk to the pullers, talk to the staff. I mean, get involved in it, and you'll find it's nothing but great. So definitely check all them out. And if you're looking for it, well, clicking on stuff and it ain't working. If you're looking for them, I mean, when you pop them up on online, this is what you're going to see right there. So make sure you check them out. Again, big thanks to Cam Motorsports for putting this event on, all their workers, all their help. It was an awesome event, absolutely phenomenal. Like I said, the track was great. Even though I never turned my power steering on, I still went down the track straight. My oopsie, but hey, that was on me. And for videos, pictures, things of that nature, other than the stuff that I have streamed, new, old, anything you could possibly look for, check out Eastern Extreme Pullin. Talk to Mr. Jerry Richardson, and he can hook you up with photos. I mean, everything. He could call him. He'll talk your ear off on the history of truck and tractor pulling from here and other places. The man is just a vast of knowledge of the history. He's been in it for so many years. He could tell you, if you want to know about the Buck, ask him. Him or Mike Walker, his partner in crime. I mean, they both are just history books. Mr. Dan Savage with the black 4x4 that was in the video clip I showed you. I was talking to him. I didn't realize how much information he retained until after I talked to him just this weekend. I mean, I'm working on getting him on the show. I don't even know if I have enough time on the show. There's an hour is not enough for Jerry, for Mike, for Dan. I mean, they are just loaded with knowledge. I don't know if she'd ever do it. Linda Ziegler's another one. She's been running for ages. Well, I don't want to be mean about it and have it sound like that. Just years. 1987, I had the clips up on my Facebook page. She ran in 1987 with a truck with the same body as mine back in the day at Fishersville when TNT... was it TNT Motorsports, I think it is, if I'm saying it right? They had the stuff down there. I mean, it's the history of that track this weekend is great. I never got with Ken to take me around, but the track we pulled on this weekend, I'm pretty sure that was the original side, and they expanded to the other. I think I have that right, but just so much history. If you love the history of the sport, it's just talk to these guys, learn about it. And like I said, check out Jerry at Eastern Extreme Pullin. He's got videos from the buck. I actually own them from the 70s. I mean, you can actually see when the introduction of the four-wheel drive truck came into play at the buck. I mean, there was nothing for a while, and all of a sudden the trucks just pop up, and you can see how fast that they actually boomed. I mean, how they came along. Guys just took to it and started building these trucks, and it just starts showing up and showing up and showing up. So, I mean, definitely check that stuff out. I mean, his prices are awesome. So it's well worth every penny to have one of those videos in your archives. If you're a true fan of truck and tractor pulling, check him out. I mean, let me get myself a beverage here. I'm getting dried out. But anyhow, check him out. But again, we're getting close on time, and I just want to say, congrats to all the winners this weekend. Start with the class 466 class. I can't remember that man's name. That is the man. Let me look it up. I hack his name up, and like I said, he has all the right in the world to boot me when he sees me next time. But John Schwaninger, I hope I got that right, the third, with the Addicted name. The name of the tractor is Addicted, the International Harvester. He won the 466 class. Mr. Norman Newswanger, he won the Pro Stock four-wheel drive diesel pickup class. Mr. Davey Moore took the win in the Pro Stock Super Stock tractor class. Four-wheel drive mod. Gas trucks were gas, alcohol, whatever you want to call them. Mr. Wayne Tapscott the second took that win home, and Mr. Brian Greek with the Pro Stock Limited semis. So, congrats to all the winners. Like I said, check out East Coast Pullers LLC. Check out their website. You can see all the standings, point standings, everything that's up. Just kind of tough luck, tough break for a couple of the guys out there. Mr. Hank Oster for one with his truck, and also I forgot to mention Mr. Troy Nails. He had a bounce problem both times he hooked, and I hate it for him to see that. I mean, he's got a good running truck. If it would just stop bouncing, it's sad to see because he has such good runs when it runs, and then it's either he's plagued or he's doing awesome. And I really hope to see him get that truck going and grabbing. I mean, it's a fine looking Chevrolet too. I mean, it's my favorite, one of my favorite trucks on the track. I mean, I like it more than mine. So it's an awesome guy, awesome group. I mean, him and Kevin Abshire kind of are hand in hand together. They work together really well, and with the Gone AWOL truck, and both great. I mean, just both great groups, great guys, and I really hope that Troy could come back up and get his stuff running. I'm sure at the buck he's going to lay down a pass. He's going to do some stuff and get it. So, but speaking of the buck, that is our next event with the East Coast Pullers Lucas Oil Regional Series. Check it out. Buck Motorsports Park, Quarryville, Pennsylvania. It is May the 13th, 7 p.m. show start. The classes, anybody, the Moors can correct me if I'm wrong. I'm doing this off of memory. Usually should be. I'm going to go for it. We usually run the Pro Stock, Super Stock tractors. Modified tractors will be there. The four-wheel drive, four-wheel drive mod class will be there, and also the 466 Hot Farm. It should be the 13th event, should have all four of them. I think I'm correct. I'm going to try to go with my gut feeling on that, and we're going to call it that. So if it is wrong, you can blow my page up. I give you all the rights. So, anyhow, make sure you guys come out. If you're in the area, Buck Motorsports Park, fantastic place. The seating is great. Lighting is great. You won't miss a thing up there. So, definitely take a run up to the Buck. It's a very known. It's got history in itself. Another historic place. Been there for years. Truck tractor, but I mean, it used to be called the Buck Tractor Pulse. Now it's Buck Motorsports Park. Mr. Mike Hoff, he turned it into that. I guess we could just call it that. I mean, he turned it into the Buck Motorsports Park, and he's doing well with it. He's got a lot of different events, so you want to check all this stuff out. But in closing, with the Cam Motorsports, the promoter that put this event on in Fishersville, Virginia, East Coast Pullers, of course, big help to them getting this event going. A couple of their sponsors, Hit Kicker 99.7 Radio, James River Equipment, Wood Heavy Equipment, and the Residence Inn, the Marriott in Waynesboro. East Coast Pullers, they have their pro pulling league. They got their sidekicks, if you want to call it that, that keep everything going and keep all this happening. Of course, Lucas Oil TV, E3 Spark Plugs, Mac Trailer, Mav TV, Geico Insurance, and Protect the Harvest. Just a few. There is more. I don't have all the breath in the world for that, but and then of course, we're going to be, since it's on the Spinnin and Grinnin, still part of the PRN. It's just I'm trying to get this a touch and a feel on this live streaming thing and how to work 2 computers and all this other crap. So, the Pullin Radio Network, make sure you check them out. Facebook, check them out online. Check out our sponsors. Some of them are Allmark Sales, Trophy and Awards, Tedder Pulling Performance, Dirty Hooker Diesel, Connor Fuel Systems, and TruckPullers.com. So definitely check out the page, check out the sponsors that help this get out there. Right now, as you're watching, it's just me getting it out there, but this will be forwarded over to them, and it'll be put on the air or whatever. So regardless if it's on my page or if it's on PRN, whatever, these sponsors help make it all happen. So, big thanks to them, and check them out. You never know. Might find something you like. Again, Mr. Andy Schroeder with Pedal to Metal Hitches, Pedal number 2 Metal. Check him out if you need a restyle hitch. He'll set you up in a hurry. I mean, you tell him what you're looking for, what you want, and he'll build it. So give him a look up on Facebook, Pedal to Metal. Like I said, PEDAL 2 and Metal. There's on the shirt. Nobody's there to zoom in. So there it is. So, like I said, again, congrats to all the winners, and we will see you next time, May 13th, Buck Motorsports Park. Hopefully I make it. Hopefully everybody makes it. I'll be there one way or another, hopefully with the truck, but we'll see how that goes with the little accident problem that we had. So, but until next time, we're going to call it good on this one. So, thank you to East Coast Pullers. Thank you to all the pullers. But happy pulling, happy building, and hook safe from Spinnin and Grinnin. See ya.